Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video, ReactionsMiddleMe, where if you like, comment, subscribe, or support any type of way that you would be. So we back again with another video. So y'all know Kayleigh G has been obsessed with EKANE. I used to think that there was some type of heat between them, some type of pressure. No, Kayleigh G is obsessed. No, I don't support EKANE and I don't support Kayleigh G anymore. But you know what I noticed? This beef seems so one-sided. I have yet, Kayleigh G keeps saying somebody spoke about her child. I have yet to see EKANE say anything about her kids. I have seen EKANE say she don't want her daughter online cussing out random strangers. And then Kayleigh G said she was talking about Autumn. First of all, Autumn ain't even the one that be on live cussing out random strangers. It's Winter. But we gonna get into that. We gonna listen to this clip of what she had to say about EKANE, and then we gonna get into it. But Kayleigh G so lame. Like, she's the lamest holder ever is. Let's get into it.
The only thing that EKANE is doing is she's showing Moomies how to be a dumbass bitch. You showing her how to get her motherfucking ass beat. On top of that, I can't even go back and forth with a bitch that let a nigga tore her motherfucking house up, and you didn't do nothing but stand there and record, bitch. You didn't even pinch him back. So on no day do you think you taking 60 seconds out of your day to record anything on TikTok, and you think you eating me up? You not. Because even if I never reply to you, in 30 more days, Chris gonna beat your ass again, ho. After she had that baby, even if she is pregnant, we never know if the bitch pregnant for real or not. If she miscarried or if she had a baby, he gonna beat her ass right after that too. She get her ass beat non-stop. Like, all you do is get beat on, bitch. Kicking big shit with my feet on that hoe. I ain't even gotta touch the bitch because Chris beat on him. Not for real, beat her ass, then he feet on the shit. He might even pee on her. That's how I part my pet run.
She really thought she ate that up. Like, she really thought she ate that up. And the two people on the panel is like lost for words. They not even laughing with her at all. For you to sit up here and say EKANE ain't teaching her daughters nothing but to be a dumb B word at a young age. Girl, what are you teaching your kids? You're teaching your kids to be incest. You got your son rubbing on your daughter. You're teaching your daughters how to have no self class, no self-esteem, no self-worth. You could talk about Chris all day, but are we talking about David? How was David looking? David wasn't cute. David wasn't up there. David wouldn't even give you no money. When you called him and said you needed some money on your bills, he said, oh yeah. And you got mad and you was embarrassed. Turn back around. It's like every single time. If you can show me one clip prior to EKANE telling Kayleigh G to get on here and have Winter do some addition, because Kayleigh G kept speaking on her kids. Kayleigh G keep on wanting somebody to speak on Autumn. First of all, Autumn is not even the one to get on here and cuss people out. It's Winter. So if Winter felt hit, if you felt hit, that's different. But when she get on here and say F your kids, girl, don't be crying. You didn't even eat that up. Every information, you the same person that get on here and talk about how your mama didn't love you. You're the same person got on here and talk about how you had to sell your bottom in order to provide and have the nice things that you wanted to have in life. EKANE was sleeping with people because she wanted to. Free or not, she didn't have to sell for it. She got on social media and she became herself. You looked up to her. You can never shade her with stuff that you looked up to her for. It's different if he can't get on her and picking with you. No, she finally said your name and you couldn't wait to ride that. You said EKANE gets beat on 50,000 times. We've all sat on the media and seen EKANE go through this. Say something different. How many times is you gonna say that same thing over again? You cannot make fun of a woman for going through DV. You cannot make fun of a woman for that and think that you eating it up. And then anybody that's on there laughing or think that was funny, it's not. At the end of the day, it's so many women out here who go through experiences and situations, and a lame woman like Kayleigh G that's supposed to be a woman, the same one to shake her tail feather in her kid's face and over their head, knowing she stank, is the same type of person they get on this internet and try to make fun of people. Girl, you just had your daughter out there finna be gone because you couldn't take care of your kids, because you'd rather be out there being wretched. And when your daughter act like she was cold so she can go in the house, you gave her a look and then she ended up staying outside. But we not talking about that. You're talking about the same mama. What are you teaching your kids? To be ratchet, hood rats with no self-esteem, with no ambition, with no goals, with no career, just sit around and be ratchet all day. That's all you do from sun up to sundown and sit on live. I see more lives of you and you coming down the For You page than I do of you doing anything for Winter, Autumn, DJ. And every time it come down, there's nothing good about you. You talking about, I thought you was smart, Ekane. Kayleigh, come on now. Your baby daddy got on here and roast you for filth multiple times. Air you out multiple times. You talk about all of this stuff and you can say what you want to say. But at the end of the day, once your baby daddy the same one, you talk about don't do nothing for winter, and he was the same one you was begging to come home and do TikTok with you. So y'all could do relationship stuff. You was in the bed quick to show him off. Oh, okay. He talked about how your food was nasty. What are we talking about here? See, Kayleigh G is the type of woman you wouldn't ever want to know nothing about you. Actually, the more she talked to Grit Baby, the more she started to act like Grit Baby. See, you think you putting out business or you hurting Ekane. You're not hurting Ekane because regardless, you don't realize Ekane already know her situation and her circumstances in her past life. If her and Chris want to get together, let them get it together. What can you actually say about Ekane besides she gets hit on? What can you actually say other than that? You don't know nothing about her. Everybody know her name Erica. She said it multiple millions of times online. What else do you know about her? Nothing? You waiting to see what's on the internet just like everybody else do with you? See, Kayleigh G failed to realize is, ain't you worried about what your baby daddy gonna do to you? Or you ain't worried about that no more? Talking about you ain't worried about what he gonna do to you right now because it's too hot. But he the type of person to wait around and wait till late night. Kayleigh G, who are you feeling like? And she thought she ate that up. Kayleigh G, that girl never said your kid's name. You feel hit. And the only person to get on this internet and cuss random people out due to you is Winter. Autumn don't get on this internet and cuss people out. Autumn get on this internet and was acting like you. I've yet to see Autumn get on this internet and cuss anybody out. She actually tell Winter don't do it. But Winter say to you and say, that's my mama. And she looking up to you. You teaching your kids to be incest because you got your son rubbing on your daughter. You teaching your kids to be hood rats because you got them sitting around here talking about, shut the fuck up. That shit ain't even cute. Winter got poop in her panties. Your kids talking about that online. You say they Autumns. So if they Autumns, you still ain't got your kids knowing how to wipe their tail, but you got them on the internet cussing. We could talk about that all day long. But we're not talking about the actual kids themselves. We're talking about you as a parent. You're a shitty parent. And every time, if y'all notice, Kayleigh G projects. Kayleigh G projects every single time. Everything she feel about herself, everything that her baby daddy has ever said, everything Ekane has ever said about anybody else. Do y'all notice when she told Moomies, she was like, you ain't fucking with me on no day? When she was, when Ekane said that to Moomies, now all of a sudden Kayleigh G say everything and try to use it against everybody else for what her baby daddy said about her, for what her baby daddy has said and exposed her about, and turn back around and use everything Ekane said. You learn from Ekane. You can't insult Ekane when you trying to be like Ekane. When you trying to act like Ekane. And then every time you bringing up Ekane's name. Not to mention, ain't you the same one crying, if you say anything else about my kid online, I'm gonna call CPS. And now you speaking on her daughter saying F Moomies. But let's get into the Ekane's response about all of this.
Stay. Moomies is so smart. I hate they bring her up. They just jealous of my kids, y'all. You know what? And the only reason my kids get brought up so much is because honestly, nothing gets to me even bringing up my kids. Like, I don't give a fuck. We already know the real. But it's because they can't say nothing about me. It's always how a nigga treat me. It's never nothing about me. Like, of course, my haircut, dirty hair, but it's nothing too much you could say about Ekane that I ain't already said. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm indestructible.
She's not wrong. I mean, anything you could say about her kids, a person that know the real don't have to really do too much. Ekane played police games. Remember, she was trying to tell on her baby daddy if he got on the internet and said anything else about her. Then turn back around. She want to get into it with Ekane. Anytime Kayleigh G needs some attention, she go after Ekane because she know Ekane got so many ride hard people for her. And she's jealous of the love and attention and support that Ekane get from her. But let's get into this next clip where Kayleigh G was on live talking about Ekane again.
Correct. I spoke on the adults, not a kid. I spoke on an adult, not a kid, so y'all need to call out people and tell people when they wrong, just like when she made that colorist ass comment, and y'all held her accountable for that. Y'all need to hold her accountable for the fact when you arguing with an adult, you shouldn't bring their kids up if you don't want them to bring your kids up, bitch. You not Beyonce, and she not Blue Ivy, ho. Fuck your daughter.
She really thinks she ate that. And she gonna clock T like she really, like her with her hands, like she really did something. Kayleigh G is a lame hoe. And I hope, I really, you know, I don't be trying to wish bad on people, but you know what? I hope somebody get a hold of Kayleigh G and tear her out the Right. She get on this internet and run her mouth too much like she can get out here and fight. And like her baby daddy said, she can't fight. She ain't got no fight in her. She got beat up. And we done all seen her get beat up at the dollhouse. When the folks catch her and beat her out the front for talking about their kids, for getting on this internet, running her mouth, for the people across the street, turn her on up. I don't want to hear nobody feeling bad for her. That's why she got towed up at the club. I'm convinced. And I know I said this last time, but Kayleigh G goes too far. Say F her daughter. Yeah, baby. See, you don't try that in Memphis. I know you don't try that in Memphis. You didn't have all that energy and all of that whenever you was outside arguing with the neighbor. You was on some tough stuff, but you was recording and you was up there trying to act like you was hard and having Autumn go out and do your dirty work. But to get on here and say F Moomies, that's how you been feeling. That's something you been wanting to say. You feeling like Charleston White. Now, you are not Charleston White, ho. I think Kayleigh G have an identity crisis. She can't seem to defer and deter between what's her and who she really is. She have a personality. I think she have a personality disorder where she can't determine who she is herself. So she try to be like everybody else online. Name one characteristic you have seen of Kayleigh G that seems authentic. Autumn seem more real than her. And then she do that ugly face with her eyes to make it seem like she ate that. Like she think, and then she get up and walk out. Girl, you didn't eat that. You didn't. But if Ekanes was in the same situation or anybody else was on the internet doing that and I'm doing my reaction on them, I'm going to feel the same exact way because it's never no beef or no envy to the point where you got to say F a child. Okay, you said F her child, now what? Ekanes still gonna live life. And y'all in two different cities. That's why I feel like you feel so comfortable running your mouth. Okay, she get whooped by a man, but you don't have a man. David left you. David didn't even want to be with you. He didn't even want to give you no money for no bills. And then you keep saying that Chris still out of Moomie's piggy bank. Did you not go do your research and realize that Moomies actually was the one who was taking her own money? She just was putting it in her toy box and hiding it or wherever she was putting it. And Ekanes actually found it and it was Moomies the whole time. But that's the end of this video. Thank y'all for all the likes, the shares, and the comments. See y'all next video.